Greetings everyone, we are computer science students and today we will teach you about Dijkstra's algorithm, which is a greedy algorithm. In this algorithm, we first must need to learn about graph theory. So what are the parts of the graph? A graph is a collection of nodes, also called vertices, connected by edges. The vertices represent points or entities in the graph. Then the edges represent the connections or relationships between nodes. As we move on further, we have weighted graph. Weighted graph contains values on its edges. So the values may be also called distance, time, minutes, or cost. So we move further to Dijkstra's algorithm. The purpose of this algorithm is to find the shortest path from the source node to the end node. This may be applied to GPS, network routing, urban transit systems, and many more. Take note that this algorithm does not handle negative weights. To fully understand this algorithm, let's see how it works. So let's imagine many buildings that are scattered in different locations. Some of the buildings are connected to each other, just like in real life. But not all roads have the same travel time since pwedeng may ibang distance yung mga daanan or yung mga road, mga lines. So the question is, what's the fastest way to get from building A to building B? In here, the buildings represent the vertices while the lines represent the edges. The time or distance it takes to travel from one building to another is the weight of the edges, which are the numbers beside the edges. To find out the fastest way to get from building A to B, we need to start with the other buildings near building A first in order to get to building B. Initially, we label each vertex with a number representing the shortest time we find so far. But we don't know yet the other buildings. So we label each building with infinity except the source. Since nasa source ka na, yung distance mo sa sarili mo is zero na rin. So we label building A as zero. So once we found the shortest path to a vertex, we label that building as explored. So yung building A, andun naman na tayo, so explored na yon. For the other vertex, we consider them as unexplored or infinity in this kind of algorithm. So we start by updating our estimates connected to vertex A or building A. Since it takes 3 minutes to travel from building A to C, we can change the building C to 3 minutes. Yun na yung bago nating estimate. And it takes 2 minutes to travel from building A to building F. So ililabel natin yun na 2 minutes or 2. After checking all possible edges connected to the source vertex or sa building A, our next step is to explore the next vertex with the lower estimate. So, yung mga katabi ng A, which is 3 and 2, ano ba yung may lower estimate doon? Siyempre, yung 2. So, doon tayo magpupunta next. We start exploring vertex F with the lower estimate of 2. So, let's label it as explored since andun na tayo. And we will start from there. Next is building G, which takes 5 minutes from building F. So from building A to F onto G, it takes 7 minutes and we can update the building G to 7 minutes. And now from F to B, it takes 6 minutes. So we can update it to A to F to B, which is 2 plus 6 or 8 minutes. So another building accessible to building F is building E, which takes 3 minutes. From building A to F onto building B, it takes 5 minutes to go there. And finally, it takes 4 minutes to get from building F to building C, as from A to F is 2, and from F to C is 2, and 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So, should we update our estimate to 4? So actually, no, since from building A to C, it already has a lower estimate of 3. So take note that we have to get the better estimate or the shortest amount of time to get there. So we can disregard the estimate of 4 since 3 is lower than 4. So now we can travel from building C as we're done with building F. We will also label it as explored since we'll start from there. So from building C to D, it will take a total of 7 minutes from A to C and C to D. We update the estimate from building A to C to D as 7. Next is from building C to E, which only takes a minute. So from A to C to E, it would only take a total of 4 minutes, which is less than sa previous estimate natin na 5 minutes. Since 4 is less than 5, i-update natin yon na 4. So we're done exploring building C. So from building E, we can update our final destination to building B with just 2 minutes. From A to C, it takes 3 minutes. Then from C to E, it takes 1 minute, so 4 minutes. And from E to B, it takes 2 minutes. So we add all those and we will get an estimate of 6, which is a shorter duration than the first estimate, which was 8 minutes. So since nakuha natin yung lower estimate, ayun na yung ilalagay natin na bagong value. And we will label it as explored. Since ayun na yung final value. So finally, we uncovered the fastest time to travel from building A to B, which is 6 minutes. This is Dijkstra's algorithm, a widely used algorithm for finding the shortest paths between nodes in a weighted graph. So summary, Dijkstra's rules. Rule 1, make sure there is no negative edges. Set distance to source vertex as 0 and set all other distances to infinity first. Rule number 2, update each vertex with the shortest path found. Rule number 3, choose the lowest vertex as the next current vertex. And lastly, just rinse repeat the rule number 2 and rule number 3 until the queue or you reach the destination. So this is the summary of the rules. And that's Dijkstra's algorithm for finding the shortest path. Thank you.